Are you tired of learning English for years, but still can't speak fluently? Do you feel nervous when someone speaks to you in English? Do you understand English, but when you try to speak, your words disappear? You're not alone. Millions of people around the world are facing the same struggle. And I know exactly how you feel. You want to express your thoughts. You want to sound confident. You want to speak naturally, without hesitation. But every time you try, something stops you. Your mouth doesn't move. Your brain goes blank. You feel fear. You feel doubt. And worst of all, you feel stuck. But here's the good news. Today, everything will change. This video is not a grammar lesson. It's not a list of vocabulary. It's not just another tip or trick. This is a complete transformation. This is a full roadmap. This is the most detailed, helpful, and powerful English learning video you will ever watch. If you watch it completely and take action, your English will never be the same again. Because in this one video, you will learn everything you need to know. You will learn how to think in English. You will learn how to speak fluently. You will learn how to build confidence. You will learn how to stop translating. You will learn how to speak naturally, automatically, and without fear. And the best part? You don't need a teacher. You don't need a classroom. You don't even need perfect grammar. What you need is already inside you. You just need the right guidance. And that's exactly what I'll give you. Step by step. Word by word. In the next few minutes, I will show you how to train your brain to think in English. I will show you how to build fluency in real life. I will show you how to use English, even if you're alone at home. I will show you how to build your vocabulary without ever memorizing. I will show you how to stop being afraid of making mistakes. And most importantly, I will show you how to enjoy the journey. Because learning English should never feel like a punishment. It should feel exciting. It should feel powerful. It should feel like becoming a new version of yourself. And that's what we're going to do, together. So if you've ever said these words, I understand English, but I can't speak. I feel shy when I talk. I always forget words. I don't have anyone to practice with. I'm not confident in my pronunciation. I've been learning for years, but I'm still not fluent. Then this video is for you. Right now, I want you to forget everything you've heard before. Forget the pressure. Forget the fear. Forget the rules. For the next few minutes, just listen. Let the words enter your mind. Let the ideas open your thinking. Let the rhythm of English flow into your ears. And allow yourself to believe that yes, you can do this. You can speak English. You can improve. You can transform. You can become fluent. And you will. Now, take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Smile. And say this with me out loud. I can speak English. Again. I can speak English. One more time. I can speak English. Beautiful. Let's begin. Let's unlock your fluency. Let's change your life. Let's make English your second language. Not with pressure. Not with perfection. But with progress. Every word from now on is for you. Every sentence is your step forward. Every idea is designed to help you speak better. And every second brings you closer to your goal. So don't just watch this video. Experience it. Feel it. Live it. And repeat it as many times as you need. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's begin with one very important truth. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is not knowing every grammar rule. Fluency is not using difficult vocabulary to sound smart. Fluency is not about having a native accent. Fluency is something much more simple. Fluency means being able to express your thoughts in English, clearly and smoothly, without too much thinking or hesitation. That's it. Nothing more. If you can speak in English with ease, even with mistakes, even with a small vocabulary, you are already fluent. But here's what happens. We confuse fluency with perfection. We compare ourselves to native speakers. We tell ourselves, I must speak like them. And because we don't, we feel like failures. This is the first reason most people get stuck. They try to speak perfectly. But let me ask you something. Do native speakers speak perfectly? No, they don't. They make grammar mistakes. They pause. They say, and you know. They forget words. They change their sentences halfway through, but they still speak fluently.
Why?
Because they are not afraid to make mistakes. They are not afraid to sound silly. They are not afraid to speak. And that's the difference. Fluent speakers speak, even when it's not perfect. Learners wait for perfection and speak very little. So, if you want to be fluent, you must let go of the idea of perfection. Let me say that again. Fluency is not perfection. It is progress. It is practice. It is confidence. Now, let's go even deeper. Most people believe they are stuck because they are not good at English. But that's not true. You are not stuck because of your ability. You are stuck because of your mindset. You are stuck because of your habits. You are stuck because of fear. And it's time to change that. Let me ask you a question. When you hear someone speaking English fluently, what do you notice? Is it the grammar?
No.
Is it the vocabulary?
No.
It's the flow. It's the comfort. It's the confidence. They speak with ease. They don't pause to translate. They don't stop to think. They just speak. That is what we call automatic speaking. And that is the key to fluency. So, how do you move from slow, thinking English to fast, flowing English? You change your environment. You change your input. You change your daily habits. Right now, your brain is used to your native language. That's what it sees. That's what it hears. That's what it thinks in. So, when you try to speak English, your brain has to work hard. It translates. It checks grammar. It searches for words. That takes time. And it makes you hesitate. But if you surround yourself with English, if you listen to it every day, if you speak it out loud, if you think in it, then your brain will start to treat English as a normal language, not a foreign one. And that's when fluency begins. Fluency is not something you get by reading rules. It is something you build by living the language. Let me give you an example. Imagine you are learning how to swim. You read a book about swimming. You study the techniques. You watch videos. But you never enter the water. Will you learn to swim? Of course not. You need to get in the pool. You need to move your arms. You need to kick your legs. You need to float, fall, struggle, and keep trying. That's how you learn to swim. That's how you learn to speak. English is the same. You can read. You can study. You can memorize. But until you speak, until you hear yourself, until you feel the language in your mouth, you will not become fluent. So now, ask yourself, how much English are you really using? Are you just studying? Or are you living it? Do you speak out loud every day? Do you listen to English conversations? Do you think in English? If not, don't worry. We're going to fix that, step by step. But first, you must understand one thing. Fluency is not a goal. It is a habit. It is a daily practice. Just like brushing your teeth. Just like walking. Just like eating. You don't become fluent by trying once a week. You become fluent by speaking every single day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. Even if you speak alone. Even if you repeat the same sentence. What matters is not how advanced your English is. What matters is how active your English is. So from now on, stop asking, how much do I know? And start asking, how much am I using? Because what you use grows, and what you ignore disappears. Let's build fluency the right way. No pressure, no fear, no comparison, just progress. One sentence at a time. If you want to speak fluent English, you must train like a fluent person. Fluent speakers don't only memorize words. They don't only take grammar tests. They use the full power of their brain and senses. They hear English. They speak English. They read English. They write in English. Every day. That's the system we are going to follow. Because all 4 skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, work together. You can't build fluency with only one. You must balance all 4. But don't worry. I will show you exactly how to do that, step by step. Let's begin with the first one, listening. Step 1, listening. Listening is the doorway to fluency. It is where everything begins. When a child is born, they don't read.
They don't write.
They don't speak. They only listen. For months and months, they hear sounds. They hear sentences. They hear emotion, rhythm, and music in the language. And one day they start speaking, not because they studied, but because they listened. That's how your brain works too. Listening feeds the brain. It teaches you sentence patterns. It teaches you pronunciation. It teaches you confidence. So, what should you listen to? Anything in English. Anything real. Movies. TV shows.
Podcasts.
Interviews. Reels.
Shorts.
Music.
News.
Even English vlogs or simple videos like this one. But here's the secret. Don't listen just once. Listen again. And again. And again. Your first listen helps you understand. Your second listen helps you notice new words. Your third listen helps you remember how it sounds. Your fourth listen helps you speak it. Yes, listening trains your mouth to speak. So here's what you must do. Pick one short video or audio every day. It can be 5 minutes long. That's enough. Listen once without subtitles. Then listen again with subtitles. Then one more time without subtitles. Repeat after the speaker. Mimic their tone, voice, and energy. This is called the shadowing method, and it is used by language masters around the world. It builds muscle memory in your mouth, and it turns you into a confident speaker. So remember, listen every day. Even 10 minutes of focused listening can change your fluency. Now, let's move to step 2, speaking. Step 2, speaking. If listening is the fuel, speaking is the engine. You can't drive fluency forward without it. Speaking is where most learners stop. They wait for speaking partner. They wait for perfect grammar. They wait for confidence. But you don't need to wait.
You can speak now.
Even if you're alone. Even if you're a beginner. Even if you only know a few sentences. Speaking is like walking. You must take steps and keep going. So, how do you start speaking? Start by talking to yourself. Yes, really. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. I'm brushing my hair. I'm making coffee. I'm getting ready for work. Talk about your day. I woke up late. I had breakfast. I went to the market. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Speak confidently. If you can, record your voice. Listen back. Notice your pronunciation. Notice your pauses. Improve it next time. You can also read out loud. Take a paragraph from a book, or an article, or even subtitles from a video. Read it with emotion. Read it again with better clarity, and again with better tone. Each time you speak, you train your brain. You train your tongue. You build the speaking muscle. So speak every day, even if it's just 5 minutes, even if it's to the mirror. Speak to become fluent. Now, let's move to step 3, reading. Reading is not just for grammar. Reading builds fluency too. When you read English daily, you see how words live together. You see structure. You see tone. You learn how to speak through the written word. But not just any reading. You need the right kind of reading. So here's what to do. Start with what you love. Don't force yourself to read boring textbooks. Choose content that interests you. Short stories.
Blogs.
Dialogues. Social media posts. Daily news articles. Even English subtitles from your favorite movies. Start small. Just 10 minutes a day. Look for complete sentences. Look for common phrases. Highlight new words. But don't just memorize them. Use them. Write them.
Speak them.
Make them part of your life. Read slowly. Read out loud if possible. And read things that feel like real conversations. The more real your reading is, the more useful it becomes. Now, let's move to the 4th skill, writing. Step 4, writing. Writing is the final piece of the fluency puzzle. It helps you organize your thoughts. It helps you slow down and focus on language. And best of all, it helps you remember. But here's the mistake most people make. They only write for exams. They write formal essays they will never use again. That's not helpful. What you need is real, daily writing. Write about your day. Write about your thoughts. Write about your opinions. Just 3 to 5 sentences. Every day. That's all you need. For example, today I woke up at 7. I made tea. Then I watched an English video. It was helpful. I want to practice more tomorrow. That's perfect. That's useful. That is fluency in action. Now, after you write those sentences, read them out loud. Speak them. Feel them. Use them. This creates a complete loop of fluency. You thought it. You wrote it. You read it. You spoke it. That's how real speakers train. That's how you will grow. And here's a bonus tip. Don't be afraid of spelling or grammar when writing. Just write. Mistakes are part of the process. Fluency comes first. Accuracy will follow. Now that we've covered the 4 skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, let me show you how to build them into a single routine. You don't need hours. You just need 30 minutes a day. Here's your daily fluency routine. 5 minutes of listening. Choose a short video or podcast. Focus on the sound. 5 minutes of speaking. Talk about what you just heard, out loud, with confidence. 5 minutes of reading. Choose a small paragraph. Understand it. Read it with emotion. 5 minutes of writing. Write your thoughts about what you learned. Use your own words.
Repeat.
Build the habit. Let it grow. Because when you do this every day, your English will transform. Your words will become faster. Your sentences will become smoother. Your confidence will rise. You will become fluent. And it all begins with this one step. Practice the full system. Not just one skill, but all 4. Together, balanced, connected, and consistent. This is your blueprint. This is your routine. This is your new life in English. Part 4. Mindset shifts, the psychology of fluency and confidence. Let's take a pause. Let's stop talking about vocabulary. Let's stop worrying about grammar. Let's forget the sentence structures and pronunciation for a moment. Because now, we need to talk about something more powerful. Something more important. Something that controls everything else. Your mindset. You see, fluency does not start with your mouth. It starts in your mind. The way you think about English is more powerful than the way you speak it. Your thoughts shape your actions. Your beliefs shape your habits. And your habits shape your fluency. So if you don't fix the way you think, you will never change the way you speak. Let me ask you a question. What do you believe about yourself as an English speaker? Do you say things like, "I'm not good at speaking. I always make mistakes. I'm too shy. My English is terrible. I don't have a good memory. I'll never be fluent"? If yes, then you're not just learning English with your mouth. You're blocking yourself with your mind. And here's the truth. Your brain listens to you. If you say, "I can't speak," your brain shuts down. If you say, "I always forget words," your brain believes it. If you say, "I'm not confident," your body feels nervous. This is not magic. This is psychology. Your beliefs create your reality. So, to change the way you speak, you must first change the way you think. Let me give you a powerful rule. Fluency is 80% mindset, 20% technique. Yes, grammar matters. Yes, practice matters. But your mindset is the engine. It is the fire that drives your progress. If your fire is weak, you won't move. But if your fire is strong, you'll burn through every obstacle. So, how do you build a fluent mindset?
Let's talk about that.
Number 1, the mindset shift. Stop saying, "I can't." Remove this sentence from your mind forever. "I can't speak English." That is a lie. You can. You've already learned so much. You've understood this entire video. You've practiced before.
You've studied before.
You've tried. That means you can. You may not be perfect yet. You may still struggle. But that doesn't mean you can't. It just means you're not there yet. Say this instead. "I'm learning. I'm improving. I'm getting better every day. I will speak fluently." Believe it.
Say it. Feel it.
And repeat it. Number 2, confidence is built, not born. Some people say, "She's confident. He's naturally good at speaking." But no one is born confident. Confidence is not a gift. It is a skill. It is a result. It is built over time.
How?
By doing the thing that scares you. By speaking, even when your voice shakes. By saying something wrong and laughing at yourself. By standing up, falling down and standing again. Confidence is like a wall. You build it brick by brick. Each sentence you speak is a brick. Each mistake you overcome is a brick. Each compliment you receive is a brick. And one day, you look around and say, "Wow, I built this." Don't wait for confidence. Build it. Brick by brick. Word by word. Step by step. Number 3. Mistakes are not your enemy. You fear mistakes. You avoid speaking because you might say something wrong. You stay silent, even when you know the answer. But let me tell you something powerful. Mistakes are your greatest teacher. Mistakes are the mirror that shows you where to grow. Fluent speakers don't avoid mistakes. They make them faster. They make them loudly. They make them publicly. Because every mistake is a gift. Every mistake gives you a chance to improve. If you want to grow faster, fail faster. Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are feedback. Mistakes are signs of action. And action is the path to fluency. Number 4, stop comparing yourself to others.
She speaks better than me.
He learned faster than me. They sound like native speakers. So what? You're not them. You have your own journey. You have your own speed. You have your own story. And that story matters. Comparison destroys motivation. When you compare, you lose focus. When you compare, you lose energy. The only person you should compare yourself to is your past self. Ask yourself, am I better than I was last week? Did I speak more today than I did yesterday? Did I learn a new word today? That's the only race you need to run. Your own. Stay in your lane. Celebrate small wins. Your progress is still progress. Even if it's slow. Even if it's quiet. Even if no one sees it. Number 5, language is connection, not competition. This is a big one. Many learners feel that English is a test. They feel it's something to win or lose. They think, I must be better than others. But English is not a competition. It's a tool, a bridge, a way to connect. You don't need to speak better than others. You need to speak with others, to connect, to understand, to express yourself. If you make a mistake and the person still understands, that's success. If you speak slowly but they smile, that's success. If you use simple words but your heart is in the sentence, that's success.
Don't try to impress.
Try to connect. Because English is not about being perfect. It's about being human. Number 6, your voice matters. Some people think, my English is not important. No one wants to listen to me. I have nothing to say. That is a lie. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Your words matter. The world needs your voice. Not when it's perfect.
But now, today.
As it is. English is just the tool. Your voice is the message.
So speak.
Even if it's broken. Even if it's soft. Even if it's short.
Speak.
Because your voice can inspire. Your voice can connect. Your voice can lead. But only if you use it. Let's say this together. Repeat after me. I am learning. I am improving. I am not perfect, but I am brave. I will speak English. I will make mistakes and I will grow. I believe in myself because my voice matters. One more time. My voice matters. Yes, it does. Don't ever forget that. Now, take these mindset shifts and hold them in your heart. They are more important than grammar. They are more powerful than vocabulary. Because mindset is the foundation. And if your foundation is strong, your English will rise. Like a building. Like a tower. Like your future. So from today, believe it. You are good enough. You are ready. You are already on the path. And you're going to speak English confidently, fluently, and freely. Let's keep going. You've got this.